It's a blessing to welcome on one of the top prospects in 2021 and now one of the newest commits to Kentucky's 2021 recruiting class, Bryce Hopkins. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Pretty good. Well, let's just
Nice
get
to hear.
right into this. It's now starting to settle in a little bit. You're going to become a Wildcat. You're adding on more pieces to this elite recruiting class. What's it feel like right now?
It feels great, man. To have Kentucky offer me, that was great. With the program that they have and the history that they have behind their program, it was just great. And an honor for them to recruit me and show their love for me.
There's something different about that Kentucky offer. We know even if that's not the school you go to, getting a Kansas to Kentucky, a blue blood, has a different feel and vibe to it. What was that moment like? What did it feel like knowing that Coach Cal and that program wanted you?
Yeah, just like I said, it was a great feeling. Just shows all the hard work that me and my dad put in. We're in the gym countless of hours, and then for them to come out and say that they offered me, it was a big thing for me and my parents.
Let's go through this whole process because it wasn't just one commitment process for you. We know you originally were going to go to Louisville. Let's go back a year ago. You commit there in November. What went in that decision? Why did you think at that time that was the right program for you?
I just felt it was the best. They were showing me a lot of love. I was up there. We had a great relationship with the coaching staff. Went up there, I think, 4 times to like their Louisville live, and I had a great relationship with the players and everything. But yeah, I just felt it was the best situation for me. I felt with me coming in, they were gonna have some open spot for me where I was gonna be able to showcase my talents. But at the end, everything didn't work out how I wanted it to, so I had to decommit.
And at that point, what was the turning factor? Why did you realize at that point that wasn't the right fit for you and you wanted to reopen everything?
With me, it was just their uncertainties with if they were going to be like banned from the postseason. That was that was like weighing down on me. So me and my parents thought it was the best for me to just decommit.
Absolutely. And that is something I think is a red flag for a lot of people. You look at it, even if it doesn't happen, we see Oklahoma State land on them. You open up to a lot of different schools, new schools offer you, and you come out with this top nine. Why those nine schools made it?
Yeah, those 9 schools made it because I had a great relationship with them. They were telling me like when I come in there, I was gonna have a big impact on their program, and that was big for me. So we just had a great relationship with the coaching staff, which is big for me because I like a family culture and a winning program. So that was big for me.
And I can imagine you start narrowing it down a little bit to kind of decide ultimately who's in that final group for you. You didn't release anything else, but was there a couple of
Yeah,
schools that were heavily in the mix up until the end?
yeah. I had like 4 schools. I was like weighing my options between. It was Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, and Providence.
What'd you like about those other three schools?
Yeah, Providence. My mom's from originally from Providence area, so
Hmm.
that would have been great. I have a lot of family out there, and Coach Ed Cooley, he was just like one of the realest coaches I've ever talked to. He kept everything real, and he just had a great plan for me coming in. Illinois, that was my home state, so it would be an honor to play in front of everybody that I grew up around and just have that home state feeling and that vibe. And then Indiana, Coach Archie Miller, he was a great guy. I went up there on a visit before I committed to Louisville, and it was just a great feeling of very like family like culture. So I like that.
I want to sidetrack a little bit because you mentioned the potential of being a hometown kid of Illinois, and you are from Illinois. You've grown up out there, Chicago. There's something different about that. That's one of the founding places of basketball. One of the very few areas in America that really made the sport as big as it is. What's it been like growing up out there?
My parents like they don't want me like in the city like so they try to move me like to the suburbs to make sure I keep my head straight and I'm not focused on anything other than that. I just keep my head straight, focus on school and basketball. So I feel like growing up in Chicago, I feel like it's different. We have like a different like grit to us and like we play like hard every time because some people don't make it like we don't have like everything isn't given to us. So we just like play with a chip on our shoulder.
And I think there's two states that stand out to a lot of people, the New York, New Jersey area, and Illinois, that have just that. You just know, I mean, you don't have to necessarily look at the player names. You just know that each guy on that court has to play with some form of physicality, that dog mentality to play out there. How
For
much
sure.
different is it playing when you play your in school, high school basketball, and you go play AAU, you play these other states? What's the
Yeah.
difference you see?
Well, like coming from AAU with playing on the EYBL circuit, I feel like that's just the best competition that you can come and play on. So that's why I moved from Under Armour to EYBL because I wanted to test the waters and see how how the competition was over there because they said it was the best of the best. So going over there, playing on the EYBL, and then coming back to high school, it's just like it's different. I wouldn't say it's easier, but I would say like um, I don't know how to put it. Like it's not easier, but like it is in like a certain way because you're playing against like the top players in the country day in and day out in every game. So yeah.
Being from Chicago, being from Illinois, there's just so much talent that's come out of there. Like I said, the history of players that have made it to the NBA, college, and so on. You not put your name in that next group. You're going to college and you have the goals of becoming the next Chicago NBA player. How do you look to achieve that
Yeah.
goal?
I just want to keep on keep the thing going. Like they have like Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, Anthony Davis. Also like Derrick Rose and Anthony Davis, they also play for Coach Calipari. So
Mhm.
that's big. I just want to keep that chain going and being from Chicago and hopefully I can make it to the NBA. That's my ultimate goal. Hopefully I can just keep that going.
Let's get this Kentucky commitment more. Coach Cal is who your head coach will be in. When you think of the
Yeah.
all-time best coaches, he's right up there with them. To know that you're gonna be coached by that guy, what goes to your mind? How excited are you for that?
Yeah, I'm very excited to be coached by him. For him to just want to coach me and show me what he has to get me to the next level is great. And I can't wait to get on the floor and see what he has to do for me.
Has it started setting that you're gonna become a Wildcat?
No, it hasn't set in yet. I'm still excited and just can't wait to get on the court with him.
And you're gonna be putting
Yeah.
on that Wildcat jersey in a year. What's gonna go through your mind that first time you step foot on that home court and see the fans out there?
Yeah, I'm obviously gonna be nervous, just with everybody over there stepping out on that big stage. But I just gotta do what I do, I know how I play, and everything will be fine.
What's Coach Cal like off the court? When you're talking to him more on a personal level, what's he like away from basketball?
Yeah, everybody sees like on TV like how he's like hardwired and like how he's yelling at his players and stuff. But when you talk to him, he's actually really cool. He cracks a lot of jokes and he's just fun to talk to. So he's real chill.
That first call you get from them, the first time you talk to Coach Cal and the rest of the coaching staff, what's that conversation like?
Um, it was it was just I was like just smile. I wasn't smiling, but like I just in my head I was just like, dang, I'm really talking to Coach Calipari. Like it might sound like it's like corny and stuff like that, but that's what I was thinking, just to have them calling me and stuff like that. But it's a dream come true to have them offer me, and now that I'm going there to play, because I always used to watch them growing up.
Was that shocking to you? And when did you kind of get that all set up? Did they kind of reach out to you or how did you set up to talk to them?
Yep. So I was in Boston with my family. We were on a vacation. We go out there every year, and
Mhm.
I had decommitted when I was out there, and then I would say like in the next couple of days, I ended up getting a call from Coach Cal, and he said he wants to just keep building our relationship, and then we set up a Zoom call and stuff like that, and just kept moving forward from there.
I think with every program you have questions. There's obviously a lot of positives, but there are some things everyone wants to kind of figure out. What were some of those things? What were some questions you had for Coach Cal about the program?
I just asked him like, how would he see me playing? Like, how would he see me fit into his system? And he said that he loves my versatility and how I'm like positionless. That's big for them. And he says I'll just need to go in there, work my butt off. Nothing was promised, which I like that about him. Nothing was like given to me when I was growing up, so that's nothing new to me. So I know I'm gonna have to go in there and work. But yeah,
Is there a player who compares you to or a guy who kind of has a model for you to become like?
yeah, he's been comparing me to PJ Washington a lot.
Now, when you did tell him that you're going to be committing to Kentucky, when was that and what was his reaction?
I believe that was about 2 weeks before I came out with my video is when I told him that I was going there. But I tried to keep it on the low and I tried to tell a lot of people. But his reaction was he was real happy. He was just smiling and we just kept on talking. I believe the finals were on, so he was getting ready to watch the game and he just got out of practice and stuff like that. But yeah, he was real happy.
And you did move back to commitment a couple of days originally. What went into that?
I was just trying to make sure that the video was gonna be finished. That was really the only reason why I pushed it back a little bit.
Absolutely. So, what was the ultimate pushing factor? Why did Kentucky separate themselves from everyone else?
Yeah. I feel like their player development, seeing with the NBA bubble how they have all those NBA guys in there that came from Kentucky is just crazy. So I already know that the player development part must be key for them because they put a lot of guys into the NBA. So that was big for me.
As we know with Kentucky, each year a whole new guys coming in. Your class already has Daimion, the most recent guy. You also
Yeah.
have Nolan out there. Potentially Sky. We'll see how that handles over the next course of the year. But just for sure, you, Daimion, Nolan, how excited you play with those guys?
I can't wait. I actually played against Daimion like twice last year on the EYBL circuit. We beat them the first time, and they beat us the second time in the P Gym to go to the Elite Eight, I think, or Final Four, one of those. But I can't wait to play with them. Nolan, he's a great point guard. He has great vision, and yeah, I can't wait to play with him.
If the decision is for Sky to reclass, join you guys, how much more special will that make you guys?
Yeah, it's gonna make us even better. I watch a lot of Scott. Me and Scott talk a lot. I watch a lot of his highlights and stuff like that. He's just a great point guard, lead first, and has great vision too, and can score the ball. So I can't wait to get on there.
We know Kentucky's in the running for a lot of other top guys, but knowing Coach Cal, knowing the system, who are you guys primarily targeting? Who would be like your number 1 or 2 guys you want to bring in to join this class?
Yeah, we've been talking to Jaden Hardy a lot. I just talked to him before we got on this Zoom call. I was talking to him a little bit, and then I've been talking to Hunter Sellers too.
Mm-hmm.
So those two guys.
You are kind of playing this recruiting role. I know you did that back at Louisville while you were there. Now you're kind of playing this role in Kentucky. When you talk to these guys, how are you enticing them? What's kind of your recruiting strategy?
I just try to tell them how basically, well, they know what Kentucky brings to the table because they seen what how many guys they put into the NBA, and I know that's a lot of the kids' dreams. I try to get to the next level, so that's a part. And then I just tell them like their player development, they're gonna get you better day in and day out. So that's the biggest part.
The one thing we do see with Kentucky rosters is that so many elite guys go there each year, 4 and 5 star players, that it is hard. Obviously, you're not going to get the full spotlight. It's not all going to be about you. How do you accept that role and kind of figure out what you need to do to win?
Yeah, with me going to MoCan, I kind of had to do a similar thing. It wasn't like my whole spotlight. I had to share the floor with some good players. So I'm gonna be used to it. I just got to put my ego aside and go in, do what's best for the team, and just try to get the win day in and day out.
That is a huge thing. Playing AAU basketball, I think, has helped with this transition a lot more. You're playing as guys at YBL, but also playing with elite players. How
Yeah,
much has that helped you develop, not only for high school, but now for college?
yeah, it's helped me a lot. I was practicing a lot with Kennedy, Kennedy Chandler. He's a great point guard. Guarding him a little bit on defense, that makes me stay down on the stance. So because he's so quick and he's a pesky defender. So I was practicing with him. Kendall Brown, he's another great guy who's committed to Baylor. So yeah, they helped me a lot. Just basically keep me focused and yeah.
And going forward, you know these guys will be in college. If a lot of them are already committed, how excited would you be to play against these guys at the college level?
Yeah, I can't wait to play him. I know I'm going to be playing against Kennedy for sure because he's in the SEC. So that's going to be fun knowing that we came from the same AAU program and just hitting the floor on a big stage, doing something that we all dreamed of, which is playing in front of all the fans and on that big stage. So it's going to be fun.
Whenever I ask someone that's committed to an SEC school, they always say Kentucky's the dream school to play. You guys being the dominant force out there. But you as a Kentucky player, who is your favorite guy? Who are you most looking forward to playing against?
I would probably say Kennedy because we're probably going to play them like twice. And I know they got a good recruiting class coming in. So that's going to be a fun game, I feel.
Because of COVID, you didn't get the typical recruiting time. You didn't go and visit and all that to Kentucky. But you guys
Mhm.
did go on to campus, kind of a self-tour. What was that like?
It was real nice. The people were very friendly. We were able to go into the practice facility, see what they were doing on there. That was very nice. And then we went into like their bookstore, saw their gear and stuff like that. We visited like their business center and stuff like that. It was very nice. People were very friendly, and yeah, can't wait to get down there.
We talked about already about you going to Louisville originally, now to Kentucky. You're staying in the same
Yeah,
state, going to technically kind of the rival. Was that something that
yeah,
ever you kind of thought of, and have you seen a lot of backslash or fans from Louisville saying anything about that?
yeah. People are. I'm getting a lot of text messages from the Louisville fans. They're mad, but I just had to do what was best for me. I mean, I didn't do anything to slap them in their face or anything like that. But like when Kentucky came in, I just threw all that out the window. I had to do what was best for me and did what was going to get me to the next level. So it was nothing to slap them in their face or nothing like that.
Without a doubt. And how about off the court? What is some career paths you're looking at? What would interest you off the court?
Um, Maybe being a coach or something like that. I always wanted to do something that, or being like a scout or something like that. Just something that still revolves around basketball.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into your high school season. You're at Fenwick, and last year, your sophomore year was a really breakout year for you. People to learn about you. Last year, you
Yeah.
solidified yourself as one of the best players in the country. 24 points a game, 10 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 26 win season. Take us through last year and what was it like really coming into yourself?
It was great. Well, if we go back to my sophomore year, we ended up losing DJ Stewart. He
Mhm.
was basically the star player of Fenwick, but with him leaving, I feel like that just opened up more doors for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, we would love to have DJ because that would just make us even better. But with him leaving, that opened up more doors for me, and that led to my breakout sophomore season. And then going into my junior season, I was kind of just built off of my sophomore season,
Mhm.
and then I just kept on going from there, built my confidence and everything. So yeah.
2 years ago, when you did come into your sophomore season and kind of broke out, there was a report about you from Corey Evans that talked about you being 6'4", a little bit more chubby, not as long, didn't really grow into your body yet. Now you're going to
Yeah.
senior season, 6'6", 6'7" range, 7-foot wingspan, and you're really growing into that body. What's this transition been like? How have you got your body to the point it's at right now?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people say I need to get my body right. So I've been just going to my strength and conditioning coach like 3 days a week, going hard with him. And then after that I would go to my skill work trainer. So I just been in the gym a lot trying to cut out the critics and what they're saying and just try to prove them wrong and just trying to get my body right.
What's some stuff that Coach Cal wants you working on, improving on, or even body-wise to get out there for your freshman season?
Yep, the two biggest things he said was my body, and then he said getting my jump shot more consistent. Then he said if I do that, I should be in good position to come in there and do what I got to do.
This year might have a bigger role. Trey Pettigrew moved up to Arizona. Discuss this transition now. Have you really been the focal point, and who else do you think will step up now to fill his role?
We got a young point guard coming in. His name is Denham Jewett. He's been pretty good for us. We've been doing a lot of scrimmages and stuff like that. He's been getting very athletic. He's a pesky defender, and he's a lead first guard. And then we got another forward, Gabe Madej. He didn't play much last year, but when he got in, he could shoot the ball a lot. Same with this other kid named David Geezer. So we have some good pieces to put together.
We know as always it's going to be stacked out there. A lot of competition. We got the typical team that's going to be good. Also, other schools that's going to be having good years. Who do you kind of expect to play? Who are some of the teams you look forward to playing this year?
I always look forward to playing Simeon.
Mhm.
I don't know if they're gonna have a season this year with them being in the CPS on what they're doing with that. But if we're not playing them, I like playing Rolling Meadows too against Max Christie. That was a fun game last year. So those are probably two biggest games.
A few more things before I let you go. One thing that everyone talks about you, both on and off the court, that you have a high character. You're a down to earth
Yeah,
guy. But we know on the court you do turn up. Then you play through energy or you play through aggression. How have you
yeah.
learned to balance those two?
I just feel like when I get on the court, all that nice guy, I just try to put that out the window, just so I'm staying focused, doing what I got to do. But off the court, I'm very friendly. I try to like make conversation with everybody, and just make their day. Like little kids, like when they come up to me after the game, I try to make sure that I say what's up to them, take pictures with them, sign autographs if they want me to, and stuff like that.
Is that something you're just kind of born with, or is that something your parents kind of groomed you into? How'd you kind of get the side of you?
Yeah, I feel like my parents groomed me to be that guy that's nice and not just like arrogant and like cocky. I feel like that's just not my character, just to be like a cocky player. That just never was me. So I'm just gonna keep on trying to stay humble and do what I got to do.
Your parents you mentioned have done a lot for you to get to this point. You talk about how your dad was working out, moved out to keep you focused. How
Yeah,
important has it been having them in your life to get to the point you're at?
very important. Without them, I feel like I wouldn't nearly be where I'm at right now. They grew me to be the young man I am today, and my dad, he's always taking me to practices, training, just countless hours in the gym. Same with my mom, and yeah, without them, I don't know where I'd be right now.
When you're done playing basketball someday, a lot of guys want to build a legacy for themselves. What do you want to be remembered for what you achieved both on and off the court?
I just want to be remembered as a guy that was really good at basketball, but not only good on the court, but good off the court. Like going back, giving back to the community, making sure I spend time with the people who don't have a lot, like the less fortunate, just making everybody feel good about themselves.
If you're able to make it and you have the financial security, is there a certain thing you want to do? I know LeBron builds schools. Some people like building community centers. Is there a certain thing you really want to go back to your home and build?
Yeah, I would like to build like a little court or maybe even a little gym that can get the less fortunate kids in that can't afford like a membership at a local gym, something like that. Try to get them in the gym and just provide for them, and just have like a little mini camp for them, and just give them some of my knowledge on my moves and stuff like that for them.
That's awesome, man. I know you're also a believer. Talk about God now. He's helped get you to the point you're at today.
Yeah, me and my parents, that's another thing me and my parents always talk about is God, God this, God that. They say without them, without him, none of this would be possible. So all glory to God, and just without him, none of this would be possible.
Absolutely, man. Well, final thing now, give Kentucky fans the three biggest goals you have set for your Kentucky career.
Definitely win a championship, win the SEC championship, and then just have fun, and just I can't wait to get on the court with them and play in front of them.
Absolutely, man. Well, I definitely appreciate you taking time to come on today. Congrats on the commitment, man, and good luck this upcoming season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course, you're always welcome on. God bless.
Thank you too.